Welcome into the Bigger the Pill podcast, man. Y'all already know the saying, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with y'all, we grow together. To my live audience, I do have stars now. Feel free to send the stars. If not, I just appreciate y'all being here with me anyway. Hey, man, I told y'all, man, this was going to be a good finals. Although I really did think OKC was going to get rid of them boys in 5. I had a real good feeling this was going to be a real good finals. You got two teams ain't lost back-to-back games. One ain't lost back-to-back games since April 4th. Might as well say April 6th because that was their last loss on a back-to-back. So we'll say one ain't lost since April 6th and one ain't lost back-to-back games since the playoffs started, man. One of these teams was the best three-point shooting team in the playoffs since the playoffs started, man. Tonight, you couldn't even tell, though, man. Great game 5. OKC finally beat them boys back-to-back games. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we in for a treat game 6. I'm going to tell y'all that now. We in for a treat game 6, boy. Game 6 going to be one of them ones, boy. Game 6 going to be one of them ones, boy. I'm telling y'all. For the Indiana Pacers, final score of the game tonight was 120-109 OKC. Pacers leading scorer was Pascal Siakam with 28 points on the night. He did everything you asked him to do tonight, man. The man had like 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. You know what I mean? On an efficient night shooting. He did everything you asked him to do. Although he did have a -5 in the plus-minus, the man did everything you asked him to tonight, man. It ain't too much to really be else to be really said about it. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to Pascal Siakam and what he did tonight. But the story of the game was really Tyrese Haliburton, if y'all want to keep it all the way above. Yeah, he finished the game with 7 points, but the man was 0 from the field. My man shot 0 for 6 from the field. You're the starting point guard for the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Finals. A game 6. Might as well say must win game 6. Because you go back home this next game on Thursday. Tyrese game out there went 0 for 6. Gave you no field goals made. Got all his points at the free throw line, man. Come on, man. What we talking about, man? What we talking about? Tyrese, you got to step up. You got to do your part, bro. There's no reason, Tyrese, you're the starting point guard on this team. You're the star point guard on this team. And TJ McConnell had more of an impact on the game than you did. And he coming off the bench. If it wasn't for TJ McConnell in that third quarter, man, y'all would have got blew out tonight, man. TJ had a big third quarter, man. Huge third quarter. Had 12 in the quarter by himself. 12 in the quarter by himself. And assist or scored on 18 of the team third quarter points, man. That's what happened. Then turned around and got into the fourth. Once y'all did bring it back, Rick Carlisle took forever to put TJ back in the game. TJ was the hot hand, man. You got to feed the hot hand, man. That's what you've been doing all season. Feeding the hot hand, playing team basketball. TJ was the hot hand tonight. And Holly didn't see and hardly seen any minutes come fourth quarter, man. Hardly seen any minutes come fourth quarter, and he the reason why y'all even knocked that 16-point deficit down to a 2-point lead. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, Rick Carlisle. That's coaching. That's on you, Rick. That's on you, Rick. You had the game. TJ did the unexpected. Nobody expected TJ to come out there on the third quarter and have that type of third quarter impact on this game. Hell, OKC didn't expect it. The man came out there and gave you what he gave you in the third quarter, built momentum up for your team and all, just for you to barely play him in the fourth. How much sense that make? Tyrese wasn't giving you nothing. He was 0 for 7 from the field tonight. And had 6 assists and 3 turnovers. So technically he only had 3 assists. He turned the ball over half of the time he was assisting. Why would you do yourself like that, Rick Carlisle? You did that to yourself. Y'all did that to yourself. But let's give a shout out. Let's give a round of applause to TJ McConnell. You know what I'm saying? TJ made history tonight. You know what I mean? First player come off the bench and give you 5 points and 5 steals. The man had 5 steals tonight. 18 points, man. Come on, man. How you do TJ like that? You can't do TJ like that, man. That's crazy. This scorecard ain't right. Hold on. Let me find a better scorecard. Man had 5 steals tonight. 5 assists, 5 steals off the bench. Balling. 5 points, 5 assists. My fault. But anyway, then after all that, Siakam come back and give you a big fourth quarter. And you still ain't put TJ back in the game. If you would have put, I'm going to tell y'all, if Indy would have put TJ McConnell back in this game for the fourth quarter, them boys 9 times out of 10 might would have won this game. They had done cut it down to 2, man. TJ had done just scored or assisted on 18 points in the third quarter. 12 of them was his. Buckets that he scored himself. Why take him out the game? Same story as the game one. Only difference this time with this game and game one is OKC put their foot on y'all neck and ran away with it. Y'all finished the game with 22 total turnovers. 22 total turnovers. Had 7 of them in the first quarter. And half of them 7 was Pascal Siakam turnovers. And he still gave you a great night. Did everything on the court. He literally did everything on the court. Block shots, get steals, get assists, score buckets, get rebounds, and turn the ball over. He really did everything on the court. The man did everything in his power. Everything in his power, bro, to keep y'all in this game. Man, let me give another shout out to TJ McConnell, man. Because I don't know what Rick Carlisle was thinking. I would have never set him down. He would have played the whole fourth for me. Tyrese ain't giving me nothing. He would have played the whole fourth for me. 0-5. Tyrese 0-5 at the half. Granted, yeah, Tyrese had the right calf. You know what I'm saying? Had the little right calf injury that he suffered. But he came back in the game. So obviously it wasn't that bad. Must have just been a cramp. Let's just call it what it is. We ain't giving out no excuses. We ain't giving out no get out of jail free cards. Tyrese, you was 0-5 going in the half. You had done had your little, like I said, you had done had your little right leg strain, but you came back. So if you came back, obviously it wasn't that bad. Help them men out, bro. Pascal Siakam might be the best player on Indiana roster, but Tyrese Haliburton is the engine. Don't nothing over there move without you, Tyrese. As you can see. Luckily, TJ McConnell just had an amazing night tonight. And he was not going for none of that. TJ said this is a must-win game. I'm going to play it like a must-win game. And gave you 18 points out the bench doing it. You know what I mean? Going into halftime, OKC was 12-0 in fast break points scored, man. That's unheard of, bro. When you playing against Indiana. 12-0 on fast break points. When OKC got 12 and Indy with 0? Come on, man. That's unheard of. They beat y'all at y'all long game tonight, Indy. Rick Carlisle, like I say, Rick Carlisle, you do not go skate free with no blame, bro. There's no way you set TJ McConnell on that bench that long, bro. After the third quarter he had just gave you. That's what brought you back into the game. There's no way you let that man sit like that for that long with Tyrese Haliburton giving you zilch, 0. Nothing. Nathaniel. Come on, man. What we talking about, man? That makes no sense. You cost y'all that win tonight. You cost yourself that win tonight. Not to mention you got Jalen Williams playing like he is on a whole nother planet than y'all. With 40 points scored by himself tonight. Going crazy. I knew he was going to have a good game when he caught 2 posters in the first half. Want to say the first quarter. He dunked on 2 different people. At different times. 2 different posters. That man got 2 posters on his wall that they gonna print for him to put on his wall from the first half of this game alone. This man was so hot, man. He was hitting y'all with the Jordan shimmy, mid-range fadeaway. Oh my God. The boy was out of his body tonight. And he's been out of his body since what? Game 3? The man been averaging 26 points a game since game 3. His first 2 games, he gave you 19 and 17 points. The man been averaging 26 since game 3. And came out there and gave y'all a 40 ball tonight in front of his home crowd. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think OKC want to come back to OKC for no game 7. That's over with. They not trying to do that. This might be over in Indiana Thursday night when them boys square off in Indiana Thursday night. We got to wait and see what the reports is on Tyrese Haliburton. I'm pretty sure Tyrese going to play. I'm pretty sure Tyrese going to play. If Tyrese does not play due to this right calf strain injury or whatever the injury is, they just said right calf tightness. If this man does not play in game 6, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about this man being no superstar. I don't want to hear nothing about this man being overrated, underrated. I don't want to hear about the man, period, if he does not play in this game. And a must-win game 6, win or lose the NBA championship, this man decides that he is not playing, or that organization decides that he cannot play, I don't want to hear nothing else from that organization or Tyrese Haliburton until they win a championship. Because that'll be the dumbest organizational decision I've ever heard of. And that'll be the softest move by a so-called superstar I ever seen. Yes, worse than the KD going to the Golden State Warriors, 73-win Warriors team. Yes, it'll be worse than that. What we talking about, man? Great game. Are you not entertained? I told y'all that I wanted this game. I wanted a good series. So far, it's been a great series. Even if it ended in 6, it was still a great series. Even if it ended in 6, it was still a great series. And I rock with it. It's starting to give me that old basketball feel back. Back when you had Kobe and Shaq and, you know what I'm saying, that era. Early LeBron and early D-Wade and early Melo era. You know what I mean? These young boys, they know it's their time. These young boys done figured out and have accepted the challenge to know that it's their time. That's just what it is. It's their time. The league is theirs now. The league is theirs now. OKC, one of the youngest teams to even make it to the finals. You know what I mean? The league is, the basketball has always been a young man's game. Don't get it twisted. Just because you go to your hoop sessions on the weekend and you still got 1 or 2 of the OGs out there and they'll still give you that work. It's a young man's game, dog. It's a young man's game, and this series right here ain't nothing but, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing but a true testament to that. A true testament to that. The Thunder defense swarming like it always is. Swarming like it always is. 22 turnovers in a game is crazy. 22 turnovers in a single game is insane. You hear me? Especially when your team you going up against only turn the ball over 11 times. They turned the ball over half of what you turned it over. Half of the time you turned it over, half of the time they was using that and scoring. Them boys killed y'all off points off turnovers tonight. I'm talking about murdered y'all off points off turnovers. As a matter of fact, last I heard, it was 15-2 points off turnovers. I want to see what it ended out to be. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, because I'm curious. Game just ended, though. They might not even got the stat up there. Nope. Game just ended. They ain't even did it yet. But I'm gonna come back to y'all with that stat because I want to know how many points out turnovers OKC scored tonight. Because I know they murdered them boys points out turnovers tonight. Defense was immaculate. You had Chet out there blocking everything. Chet finished the game with what, 3 blocks? You feel me? Shea had 4 blocks. You feel me? Man, them boys were swarming out there tonight, man. It was a great game 5, man. It was worth every second. Great game 5. This has been a great series. And, bro, I just can't wait to Thursday night to see how this shake out, man. How this shake out. Oh, the coach of OKC, he's doing an amazing job. The way he's staggering Hartenstein and Chet and Jalen Williams and Shea, the way he's staggering their minutes is nothing short of genius. It's nothing short of genius. Especially when you got Shea going for 31 and you got your second best weapon on the team, he going for 40. Chet ain't have a big night scoring tonight, but Chet did everything else that you needed to win. Played good defense, rebound the ball, box out, all the hustle plays, box out, effort plays, setting picks, all that. Chet did that all night. Him and Hartenstein did an amazing job all night. All night. Them boys patrolled the paint. They kept the points in the paint down to a minimum. Then this was the best stat for me for what I seen the other night. Y'all know the Pacers been the best 3-point shooting team throughout the whole playoffs. Man, hell, them boys done almost under 4% of their playoff percentage. They averaging, 40? They averaging almost 40% on the head from the 3 line this playoffs. They held them boys 36.7. Held them boys to 36.7% from the 3-point line tonight. Great defense. Run them out the 3-point line, send them to your help side. Great defense. Fundamental defense. I love to see it. I love to see it. Meanwhile, OKC as a team shot 43% from the 3-point line tonight. Huh? Yep, them boys pull up with them things on them. OKC pull up with them things on them. 43% from the 3-point line tonight. You feel me? Balling. 42% from the field. Hell, the best 3-point shooting team since the playoffs started at 36.7% from the field, man. Great game. Great game. Great hustle. Great energy. The chippiness. Everything about it tonight was a great game. Even though, you know what I'm saying, some of the Indiana stars ain't show up to play tonight. Everything about it was great, man. You could tell that both of them teams really want this chip. They really want this chip. Not only for their legacy, these boys is playing for their fan bases, and you can see it. They love their fans, especially out there in OKC. Them boys love their fans out there in OKC. Same thing with Indy, though. So we going to see how game 6 go. You know, they back in Indy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's 1-1 now. They ain't 2-2 no more. It's 1-1 now. So they back in Indy for game 6. That'll be Thursday night. They got 3 days of rest. Tuesday, Wednesday. 2 days of rest. Got 2 days of rest. And we going to see how this thing shake out come Thursday night. I think we in for a real treat, y'all. I'm talking about maybe even an overtime game. I think we in for a real treat come Thursday night, dog. You feel me? But I ain't really got too much else for y'all, man. I was gonna touch bases on game 4 that happened Friday, but you know what I mean? Ain't even no need to really talk on that, man. Neither one of these teams have lost back-to-back games since the playoffs started. We all kind of knew that OKC was coming back home with this series tied. You know what I mean? It wasn't really too much to debate or to discuss about that. But in other news, man, I hope y'all been paying attention, tuning in with your boy. Friday night, I had a great opportunity. You know what I mean? My boy Icky presented me with a great opportunity. Let me host a little game night that they had at Scott and Benny's. That was a great experience for me. Then turn around and y'all know first episode of Most Popular Discussions is out now. If you haven't seen it, go check in, go tune in, check that out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Popular herself for bringing me on as a partner and as a co-host. So if y'all ain't seen that yet, y'all go check that out. Most Popular Discussions. And then we got this Saturday, man. Y'all make sure y'all come tune in with me, rock with me, man. This Saturday we got the Podcast Expo, man. I'm gonna be doing a lot of interviews, a lot of different podcasters that got good podcasts around the area. You know what I mean? A lot of artists. I got a couple music artists coming through. I got a couple DJs that's gonna come sit down and have a chat with me. You know what I mean? We doing big things over here at the Bigger the Pill podcast, man. And it wouldn't be possible without y'all, man. It wouldn't be possible without y'all, man, and I greatly appreciate y'all being on this journey with me, man. Like I tell y'all all the time, man. But that's all I really got for y'all, man. Tonight ain't gonna be no long show, man. I missed y'all, so I had to come on here and, you know what I'm saying, say a couple words, you know what I mean, discuss what we just witnessed, this greatness that we witnessing on these basketball courts. You know what I mean? This is nothing short of miraculous. You know, this is what y'all seeing. This is history. Your kids will argue about this. Your kids will remember this. If they're OKC fans, if they Indiana fans, if they Tyrese Haliburton fans, if they Shea fans, whoever they fans are, they will remember this series, bro. This has been a historic series and a great series. And these young boys have did nothing short of amazing. Young guys, young gentlemen, young up-and-coming stars. This is like an up-and-coming star showcase that we getting to witness right now, y'all. And it's great. This is one of those series that's really going to come down to coaching. Which coach going to fold first? That's really what this going to come down to. And right now we got two great coaches and two great masterminds in the game, and they going at it. They are going at it. You can see the in-game adjustments firsthand. You can see them. This has been a great series. Ain't no gonna be, because you know what I mean, we ain't got too much left now. If Indy can win Thursday, we get blessed with a game 7. But I ain't too sure if Indy gonna win Thursday. Not with a Tyrese Haliburton that's beat up. I don't see it happen. Pascal gonna have to have a Jalen Williams game like tonight and go out there and give you 40 points. I just don't see it. Miles Turner, he another one. He's been a great shooter for them. He is shooting horribly in this playoff series, in this NBA Finals. And he was probably, if not the best, probably the second best three-point shooter on that roster. He has been shooting horribly since the finals have started. So maybe we get a Miles Turner sighting. Maybe he show up game 6 and give you something. You know what I mean? But with a beat up and hurt Tyrese Haliburton, I don't think Indy gonna have enough to force a game 7. I don't think they're gonna have enough to force a game 7 after Tyrese got the right calf tightness. But you never know. Probably go home, ice it, shower. You know, might be back to himself. Shout out Cason Wallace, man. Cason Wallace had a big impact on the game tonight. The man played immaculate defense all night. I'm talking about a pest in them passing lanes. The whole OKC defense are a bunch of pests. These boys gonna chase you. They in the passing lanes. They like gnats. There's no getting rid of them, bro. You feel me? Them boys on you. You hear me? So, man, it's going to be a great series, man. But y'all already know, man, this ain't going to be no long show. Y'all make sure y'all, like I tell y'all, man, if you haven't seen Most Popular Discussions debut episode, man, go back and watch that, man. That's on my page. This Saturday at 2 p.m., I will be live this Saturday, 2 p.m., coming straight from the Podcast Expo. You know what I mean? I got guests coming. You know what I mean? We going to do a couple interviews, and we going to sit and we going to chop it up like we do, man. Y'all know how we do, man. And I think that's all I got on the second episode of Most Popular Discussions will be this weekend, Saturday. I think we shooting for 1 o'clock again. Let me get some concrete information on that tomorrow, and then I'll let y'all know for sure. But Most Popular Discussion second episode will be live Saturday. Just working on the time right now, but I'm pretty sure we shooting for 1 p.m. It might be a little bit earlier because we do have that podcast expo at 2. But as soon as I get more concrete information on that, I will get that to y'all. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Once again, shout out DJ Icky for the opportunity that it gave me Friday, man. I really enjoyed myself. I had a blast. And if you ever need me, bro, don't hesitate to let me know, bro. I'll come and do it again. Whatever you need, bro, just let me know. You feel me? But this has been the Bigger the Pill podcast, man. I am your host, Curtis McNeil. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. And you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with y'all, we grow together, man. To my live audience, I do have stars now. Feel free to share the stars. If not, I appreciate y'all coming anyway. Y'all know what's going on, man. Boy, I tell you, boy, I'm up out of here, man. I'm up out of here. I ain't got too much for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.